Time now for the Insider's Quick Six. It's been a while since you two have done this. All right, question one. The decision the governor made to send the state troopers to the U.S.-Mexican border, was that the right or wrong decision, Mike?
It was an interesting decision. I have not heard that much criticism about it. I don't think it's going to make too much difference.
Very little actual conduct, as nearly as I can tell.
Yeah.
Question two, and we really didn't get into this much, which perhaps shows this, but in your mind, is Cindy Axne going to just run for re-election in the third rather than governor or Senate?
Yes.
I think Nancy Pelosi stands right here when they're both in Washington, and Cindy Axne will run again.
Question three, the elimination of that $300 additional weekly benefit and federal unemployment aid for people. What kind of impact will that now be on the economy with that out of the way?
You know, we'll have to wait and see. I think there's been obviously some discussion about whether or not that makes a difference in terms of people going back to work. I don't know as we know that yet, so I think it's up in the air.
Yeah, I agree with Mike. We need a safety net, an effective safety net, but we also need people to be incentivized to be working.
Question four, Ross Wilburn, the new chair for the Iowa Democratic Party. Mike, the biggest challenge he has as he works toward 2022?
In 2022, try to win back some races to give Democrats hope for the future.
Or said a different way, effective candidate recruitment.
Question five, what about Jeff Kaufman, the Republican Party's chair? What's his biggest challenge going ahead to next year?
Complacency.
Don't do anything.
Wow. All right, finally your prediction.
Speaking of candidates, watch what happens with some of the more moderate Democrats in the legislature. Specifically, Kevin Kinney, state senator from the North Liberty area. The Democrats continued to hold the Senate because he won in 2014, won re-election in 2018. If he doesn't run again, it's a sign that he doesn't think that they're going to be back in the majority anytime soon.
Since Nick Nurse, the coach of the year of the champion Toronto Raptors, isn't in the playoffs.
Formerly of the Energy.
Formerly of the Iowa Energy, isn't in the finals. It's not an official NBA final round, but Suns in 5.
We're NBA here on the Insiders. All right, our Twitter poll question of the week. What concerns you most about Iowa? Is it the workforce, the wages, unappealing jobs, the quality of education? Find me on Twitter at iDavePrice. Cast your vote. Leave a comment if you like. See you next week.